God's recipe. Let me tell you, as the story goes, the first woman, Eve, was created from Adam's ribs, not from his head to rule him, or not from his feet to serve him, but from his ribs to walk beside him shoulder to shoulder. Respected dignitaries, members of the audience, and my dear friends, a very good evening to you all.
Good evening. Good evening.
Today, I'm taking this opportunity to inform you all about the inhuman crimes performed against unborn girls, that is, female feticide. Women have been torchbearers for centuries and are also responsible for the miracle of birth. She is often considered as the image of a society. She is the companion of man. There have been many great women in the world, like Pandita Ramabai, Rani Lakshmibai, Indira Gandhi, Margaret Thatcher, Hillary Clinton, Aung San Suu Kyi, and many, many more. Women have and are doing great things. She's fighting day and night for the development of the world, for her country, for her family, for peace. But somewhere she's also fighting for her most basic fundamental right, the right to life. Let me tell you a story. There was a woman once sitting in the gynecological ward of a hospital. She was 5 months pregnant. A prenatal sex determination test has told her that her child is a girl. Now she's worried. She says, I want to abort the child because I do not want a girl. My in-laws do not want a girl. They want a boy. This is female feticide in a very simple language. Basically, feticide is an act that causes the death of a fetus, but female feticide is aborting a fetus just because it is a female. It is shocking to know that out of 12 million girls born in India, only 1 million live, or rather survive, to see their first birthday. We think 10 times before killing an ant. Then why are we so cruel and harsh towards a human life? Girls in India are treated right from their birth as an additional burden, an extra mouth to feed, a liability, and another man's property. Women are being harassed irrespective of their country, unmindful of their religion, and oblivious to the time frame in which they are living in. Female feticide is perhaps the worst form of violence, where a woman is denied her right to life. What are the reasons exactly for female feticide? It has been 6 long decades since India gained independence, but the people are still trapped in the age-old traditional beliefs. They believe that sons carry forward a family name, but how is it even possible without girls? Girls are a burden for them because they have to pay huge amount of money and gold items as dowry during their marriages. They think sons can only be the bread earners of the family. Due to this particular attitude, girls are not educated like their brothers, and hence they cannot strongly oppose their husbands when they force them to abort the female child. But now, if you look around yourself, you will see that girls perform better to or equal to boys in many aspects of their life. In my school itself, the toppers of the board exam have always mostly been girls. Women have successfully become CEOs of many famous organizations like Chandra Kochar, who is the CEO of ICICI Bank, Marisa Mayer, the CEO of Yahoo, Indra Nooyi, the CEO of PepsiCo, Christina Lagarde, the Managing Director of International Monetary Fund, and many more. These are legendary names, but I can give you my personal example. Me and my cousin sister, we are the only children of our parents. But not my parents, her parents, or even our grandparents were ever bothered about who will actually carry forward the family name. They always thought us equivalent to boys. And I'm quite sure that there are many such parents sitting here in the audience today. I stand here today because I feel the whole society should have this feeling. Why not give a chance to that unborn girl, and we're just ending her life even before she's born? I think it's high time that we all should start thinking about this. If this trend continues, it will have many bad consequences in the in the society. What will happen exactly if women are not allowed to step in this world? Many things, but bad. Many potential grooms will not get brides for their marriages, which will have a sentimental impact on the society. This will create a psychological imbalance. It will also trigger many crimes against women. Hence, we will turn out to be an uncivilized society from a civilized one. What should we do to stop all this? First and foremost, we should educate people and create awareness in the society about the bad consequences of female feticide. All the prenatal sex determination tests should be entirely banned unless absolutely required. Moreover, people should actually come forward and complain against the doctors and the people who are indulging in this act. Scholarships can be announced for the first few decades for the education of the girl child. Also, dowry system should be abolished because it is an important factor which results in female feticide. Above all, we should inculcate a feeling of determination in the minds of people to end female feticide. Save girl child, save yourself. Thank you.